Hello friends, and welcome to today's video.
That's why. Oh, okay. Dude, you are gonna fall. You are gonna fall, bro. What kind of beetle is this? And should I be concerned for my mom's garden? Oh! Bro, you need to get back on the grass blade. I don't want to kill him if I don't have to. Come here! I don't want to touch you! You're too cockroach-shaped for me. You're too cockroach-shaped for me.
Hello, and in today's video, I am going to be drawing in an actual sketchbook. Oh my god. You guys haven't seen my little paws in a long and my little grippies in a long time. I thought I would do this. It was just a nice break from the screen, and I did buy myself a new sketchbook, and I was like, yeah, let's record in it. Also, I found a beetle. If someone could tell me if it was one of those bad Japanese beetles and that I need to tell my mom to like go in there and like get them however you're supposed to get them, please tell me, because that garden is her baby. Not me, that garden is. But onto the actual video. So for this is for Art Fight. I did a spread attack, but this is only the first drawing I did in the sketchbook spread because I had like a 2-hour long recording. So I also did this outside because the lighting was really nice outside because it was just sunset. You'll see my head poke in and out. Just ignore it. I know this kind of defeats the purpose of being a VTuber, but it's like, who cares? I wanted to draw traditionally, and I'd make it a video. Why not? So before anyone comes telling me, doesn't that defeat the purpose? Yes, I know it does, but I wanted to do it, so why? I don't care too deeply. I just wanted to do it. It sounded like fun, so that's what we did. So for this, I drew. Jolion's character, Cinnamon. I was looking on the Discover page, and I just drew it was like a magnet. I got drawn to this character and like the patterning, and I was like, I could do some really cool like scrapbooky stuff with the design. So I did that. So first I was sketching, and I just kind of copied the pose and the reference a little bit because I couldn't think of anything great. And I'm not like the best at traditional art, I'm not gonna lie. It's not my strong suit. I haven't done it in years. I do love doing it, even though it takes me a lot longer than like digital art does, because it's kind of relaxing to just sit outside and just get out a mechanical pencil, because I like mechanical pencils, and just vibe out with whatever you're drawing. I used to take sketchbooks to museums, and if I remember, I still take them to museums and stuff, because I actually like studying, like doing real studies, but I prefer doing them on paper, which you guys might get a recording of me doing those, because I want to actually start doing studies again to improve my art. We'll just see how that goes in like in actuality. So for the sketch, my traditional art is a little bit different than my digital art, at least I think so. The sketch, the style, like the bare bones of it without color, without rendering, is the same. I kind of just put a lighter sketch, and then I darken the sketch with the I'm so sorry. It's very late. And then I darken it in certain areas. I also keep on like moving up forward to make sure I don't give this character cone syndrome, because the sketchbook is quite big. I bought myself a bigger sketchbook because I've gotten a little spoiled with my Surface Pro, and since I am now a little spoiled, I like drawing on a bigger surface, and my tiny sketchbook wasn't cutting it, and I was getting frustrated that I couldn't fit anything I wanted to draw on it, so I just got a bigger sketchbook. Ta-da! Decisions. I know most people like drawing really tiny, and I just went 180. I don't like drawing super big. I like drawing basically the size of the screen of my device, obviously. So That's about the size, give or take, of the about the size of this sketchbook. So it's like something by something, like 6 by no, not 6, probably more like 10 or 10 by 11. I don't know measurements. I take that back. I will link it in the description. I really like the sketchbook brand. I like their paper. Kind of sucks for graphite, but it's kind of an easy fix if you know. You can seal graphite sketches with hairspray. So if you are having a painful time with that, it's super easy. Just use if you use hairspray and just spray it on there, it will it'll seal it and there won't be any smudging. So you can do that. I usually don't sketch in pencil unless I'm gonna finish it later. I'm so sorry. I'm just Mr. Yanni Pants today. So I prefer to sketch in markers and pens, actually. That is my preferred method of like just sketching for the sake of sketching. If I'm doing something finished, like this for an example, I'll use a pencil. Or the other sketch I did on the other side for the other character I did for this attack. I'm also gonna link this person's art fight. Don't obviously like bombard them, but I wanted to credit them because their character was super cute and I had a fun time drawing them. It was very fun. I was like, another thing I should add is well, I'm also gonna apologize. The quality is okay. I used my burner phone. That's an A52, Samsung A52. That's my burner phone. The camera's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst. You are not getting HD quality graphics out of me anytime soon. But for the but what I did for the scrapbook effect is I was gonna go get washi tape and then I completely forgot, and then I was recording this and I was like, shit. So I made my own with sticky notes and a razor blade. And do not do this at home. I wrote it down on the speed paint. Do not do this at home. It is very easy to oopsie poopsie cut yourself, and I do not want to be responsible or to be responsible for anyone thinking, oh, I can do this. Don't do it. Don't unless you really know what you're doing and you're not completely and utterly clumsy. Please don't do it. I don't want to hurt anybody on accident. I'd feel really bad. So, but yeah, I just kind of traced over my line art with the razor blade, especially since I wasn't using a real X-Acto knife. I'm kind of an idiot. You can see that black stuff on my nails. That's not nail polish. I very, very stupidly got expanding foam all on my hands and Flex Seal. So, trying to like fix something, and I didn't wear gloves. I don't really have a care if my hands get messed up. At least not too bad. Like, obviously, I'm gonna be sad if I break my arm, but if I have a paper cut, I don't really care, which is really bad. But I care about other people, so please don't do this at home. Or if you do, use a real X-Acto knife. Do not do what I did. What I did was very dangerous and stupid. Okay. Now that I'm done repeating, do not do this at home, with the razor blade. The next thing I did was I actually drew on the leopard print pattern onto the physical sticky note after that, and I made sure it looked like the pattern. I'm sorry, I keep yawning. Was connected. I wanted it to look, like I said, I wanted it to give a washi tape effect, but I wanted it to look like a scrapbook because that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this character was the scrapbook look, especially with the way the pattern was on the hair. I will show if I remember, because I'm kind of tired. I will show the character probably on the side. That's kind of just blank-ish of their character and how cute she is. So cute. But But yeah. After that, I drew everything on there. I was trying to get it to stick with the sticky notes. It wasn't exactly working for me that great, because I had to fold the sticky part of the sticky note onto itself, and then I was trying to do that at the same time as trying I was trying to do that. I was trying to get it to stick, and it was like, nah, bro. And I was like, please. And it was like, nah. And I was like, please. And it was like, okay, for a little bit. And it let it stick until I could go get scotch tape. There's gonna be a long pause where I'm like, hey, can you get me some scotch tape, Mom? And she's like, no. Or she isn't like, no, she forgot. Because we're both airheads, respectively. But after that, I cracked out my watercolor. As you can see, I really like watercolors. They're my preferred. I've never tried gouache before, but they are my preferred. I hate acrylics. I hate oil so much. They just infuriate me. I cannot figure out how to blend with them. So like if I'm ever to paint with anything, it's always going to be watercolor. Maybe I'd like a gouache. Maybe. But I don't know how much I'm willing to, if I actually finish this sketchbook, I might actually consider investing in gouache, because I'm not really good at finishing sketchbooks anymore ever since I became more of a digital artist. I haven't had a sketchbook basically since I've completely gone actually I went completely digital for like 3 years. And I didn't really have a sketchbook. I guess I didn't feel like it, but I want to try to get back into it because there's something very therapeutic about sitting down and just doing this. Even recording this, which I won't lie, it kind of sucked a little bit. But even recording this, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't, it was still almost just as relaxing as me going outside and watching the sunset kind of go down while watching a Fear and Hunger documentary? Not sure what you would call it, because I'm trying to do research, I guess, because the game idea I have with Hyphero's world building is supposed to be a darker game, so I'm trying to how do I put this? I'm trying to take my research from my main inspiration for how I got the idea, which was Fear and Hunger, watching my friend play Fear and Hunger Termina, and me mostly laughing at him for dying repeatedly. Yes, I know the game is really hard, but I was like, haha, you suck. And then it was like, who's that? We called I don't remember what it was. Mr. Needles. It was like an Art the Clown thing, it was interesting. But I understand the story now, and I'm trying to figure out the gods stuff, because that's what I really want. That's the information I want, for my own world, because I think the way they did it is quite interesting, especially the way they took it based off of real world, kind of, I wouldn't say Christianity, like a lot of the timelines, like with I saw, it was a video, it was like antiquity, Christ, and after, it's almost the same, but it's with different characters that aren't based off of our own world, and I think the way that does it makes the world a lot more realistic, and I kind of want to try to do something like that with the gods of Hyphera, because I think it adds some weird, like, it's like it almost feels like a parallel universe when it's not quite that, and I really enjoyed that. And also, like, they're not human aspect. I don't know. I like the god aspect of that game. I can comment on some of the weirder parts that are bad, but I do like the gods thing. And I wanted to try to do that. So I've been doing some field research, which is what I was doing while drawing this. And going in between listening to Miku, because I have ADHD. Not on hard mode. Hard mode would require me to be on medication, have to be on medication to function. I don't need that. I don't need medication to function. I just I just chill, but I go back, I'll watch for like 10 minutes, and then I'll listen to a couple of songs, and then I go back for another 10 minutes, and then I listen to a couple more songs, and it usually works. And then and I don't have to get up and go like water the plastic plants because I need to walk. Yeah, I dislike, or that's why I disliked school for so much, because there are times where I could sit for like 12 hours straight, and then I come out of it and I'm like, oh god, I just drew a VTuber model for 16 hours straight. Or I rigged it, and that sucked. And then there's other times where I'm like, oh god, I need to get up and do something else. Especially with the mosquitoes biting me, and the mosquito candle just died halfway through this, and I was like, ugh. Oh, I did do the sketches in this recording. Sweet! But yeah, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for, no, well, I want to talk more about this. I added some little sketches on the side, because I like, I didn't know what to put there, so I just drew cinnamon again. I didn't do the scrapbook thing, but I did add some sticky notes and like add some texture. That's like for people who want to make their sketchbooks look pretty, add texture. Texture the crap out of them. If you layer paper and draw on top of that paper and add stickers, and sticky notes are my favorite. You sketch in different colors. You don't even have to sketch in different colors if you just layer the crap out of it. It will make your sketchbooks look super cool. I figured this out in 2020 because everyone was locked inside, and I basically took myself to art school during that period because I was drawing every day, which I don't necessarily recommend anymore, but when you're bored out of your mind and you have nothing to do all day, drawing every day isn't as burnoutable as you would think when you're in quarantine. When you're quarantined, but I wouldn't recommend it every day just in general, because drawing every day without purpose kind of leads to burnout and sadness. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. I hadn't done anything traditional in a really long time. I painted the cover of this, which I did not record, which is Stella in her little princess outfit, which I might show you guys at some point. It's quite a cute outfit. She has the princess cap. It's glorious. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I am on Artfight. I will have it linked in the description. My Artfight, if you want to attack me. Be mindful. I do have a YouTube channel and I have a job. So I may not be the quickest to respond, but I will always try to revenge if you do attack me as quickly as I physically am able to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.